coming to these conferences for 5 years, and I've had different groups of guys come with me. And the most important thing out of all of it is to see guys grow and go from where they've been to where they need to become in their walk with God.
I think this is probably the 4th or 5th conference that I have attended, and each year more and more of our men have come.
What brought me here was to be inspired by other men, just get some ideas about other men in the faith.
I came to the Iron Sharpens Iron conference for the first time last year. I was blown away. I thought it was just an absolutely magnificent conference because I was just really invigorated and really inspired.
I came to this men's conference today to just get filled with the Word and to love on other brothers here.
Men perceive Christianity as being weak and maybe feminine. So part of the issue of being here is being in the presence of 1,000 men or more who are worshiping, and it's all men. So when they go home, my hope is that they will go home with an attitude that says, this really is a manly thing. We do have a place.
In most churches, it's very difficult to get men to be leaders, to follow what Christ needs them to do. And I think churches need strong men.
The biblical example is male leadership in the church, and too often that's not presented. So that when they come and they see that, then they can begin to build on that.
When I look at all the challenges that the church faces today, what I've really come to believe is that what the church needs to do is the church needs to get like it was in the book of Acts. The church needs to be a praying church.
When you're about to deal with a problem, when you're about to confront somebody, move prayer instead of it being the last-ditch effort emergency parachute that you've got when nothing else works. Move that up, making it first base.
Men need to be at the front lines, and so I was thrilled to be able to bring a bunch of guys here to this conference, and I'm hoping to take that back to the church and see what happens from there.
I've seen growth. I've seen things that they struggle with get a little better. They're able to talk about it, and they're able to come to me and talk about it. It's a beautiful thing because guys like to keep everything inside like all men do. And I think it's important that we have a way to get out of that and just talk about it.
It is my personal commitment to be here. The men need to have their pastors say, I'm coming too. Having the commitment of the men of my church behind me to support me empowers my ministry. I think that pastors who come will go home feeling that same strength.
It's important for my son and I to be together for this. We unfortunately, so many things in life, all the activities that we do tend to send a family in different directions, and it's great to have an activity like this, an event like this that's God-honoring, it's educational to us, it's uplifting to us, but we can actually be involved in it together.
Even more than Sunday service, I just like to get out and be challenged and hear what other men have to say and worship with them. And I wanted my son Jackson to experience that.
I think it's going pretty good. I went to the youth pastor talk earlier, and that was pretty interesting.
Many a times I've seen guys that I've come with break down in tears and grow, and just the transformation's awesome. There's no embarrassment, there's no shame in it, because we're all here for some reason. And we all have things in our lives that we need to deal with to get closer to our walk with God. That's what Iron Sharpens Iron means to me and to the guys that come with me.
I've learned so much by being here. It's just, this whole day has been full of so much joy and love and just peace. And the speakers have been so powerful. I got to meet new friends that I know that God's already gave me the revelation that there's going to be things in the future to do together, and keep in contact with accountability partners from several states away.
All of a sudden I realize I'm getting fed. And I realize that my men are watching me be fed. There is a joy to watch the expression on men's faces when I'm sitting there taking notes and they're saying, look, our pastor's being fed. And I would encourage every pastor to come for that blessing alone, to be fed.
This conference is powerful. It's just so full of joy. When you get this many people together From the time the AM service this morning when worship started, you can just feel the Spirit in the room. So yes, definitely, I say fill churches all over our nation and all over the world with this right here, and we'll see revival.